There's no doubt that 21st century man has come a long way from our hunter-gatherer origins.
Good morning, it's Ryan here calling today to book the annual service on the boiler.
In Britain today, we take food, shelter and warmth for granted.
Have a cappuccino, please.
And most of us consume rather than create.
I want to find out what happens if you strip man of all the luxuries and the conveniences of modern living and then force them to fight for their very existence.
13 ordinary British men are about to be abandoned on a remote, uninhabited Pacific island.
With just a clothes to stand up in and a few basic tools.
Spear! Yeah, spear!
Keep eyes on it, keep eyes on it!
It's a boa constrictor.
Oh, hello, scorpion.
And these guys are going to be completely alone.
Just seems like it's jungle forever.
Filming everything themselves.
Can I pass the camera up to you?
As they struggle for fire,
Me first. What is this string?
water,
Salt. No!
food
Yeah, I think he's dead.
I have no idea where the next meal's coming from.
and shelter. Have British men lost the practical skills that were once passed down from father to son?
Again!
When pushed to the extreme, do they still have what it takes to survive?
We're all losing weight, people are on the edge.
I feel like I'm gonna collapse, man.
Tonight we feast like kings.
13 people will not leave this island.
One wrong move, and this place will take you down.
If I can guarantee you anything, it will be life-changing for these people.
Can't believe it. This is dangerous, Fletch.
Coming in, brace!
It's hard to say if I'm a survivor or not because I've never had to survive.
It's a bit of the unknown, isn't it? I certainly don't underestimate what we're facing. I've never done anything like this in my life, have I?
I'm about to abandon these men on a remote Pacific island to see if they can survive for a month. They will be utterly alone.
My mother does pretty much everything for me. So I think going to the island is going to give me the opportunity to prove to myself that I can actually live, I can survive.
These are ordinary guys with no previous experience of living in the wild.
Oh, mate. I think I have a massive point to prove. People might watch this and be like, oh, he's not going to survive, he's gay. So what? Watch, I'm the dark horse. I'm going to survive anything you throw at me.
Here we go, boys.
For the next 4 weeks, these men will have to survive entirely on their own wits. They have no food and only enough drinking water for the first day.
Okay, this is it. Yeah. We're heading in. Really, the idea behind this experiment is to find out whether modern man has lost that ability to look after themselves when they're stripped of everyday creature comfort. Without your smartphone, without your computer, can modern man still cut it? I still believe that that spirit is still there within us all, and it's not until we're kind of squeezed and put under pressure that we find that spirit, that resourcefulness, that courage again.
So, OK, who was expecting a white sandy beach?
Check it out, guys.
What is it?
It's a croc over there. No way.
Where is it?
There is. Right over there. That's where we're on now. Just over there. Just went under.
Oh, see where the ripple is over there to the left?
Okay, guys, this is end of the road. From here on in, you're totally on your own. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. It's going to be a really hard experience. Let's see what British modern man is really made of.
Cheers.
I suggest we get in a single file, because where are we going to go from here?
Do we know the way?
Exactly. So it's pointless all wandering off in different directions.
The group has never met before.
What's your name?
Sam. I'm Dan.
They will be completely alone and have had just a day of survival training.
Straight ahead, looks as if there's some land down through there.
From here on in, everything you see will be filmed by the men themselves.
Hey, yeah, good to meet you.
Hello, buddy. Get in single file, because if you wander off, you could drop down a gully. If you're in single file...
What's your name?
My name is Tony.
All right, Tony.
If you get in single file, fellas, if one of you wanders off, even if you're going to a gully, I'll tell you. Single file.
Oh, God.
Wow, weird feeling suddenly just leaving them. Mainly because I know how harsh these sort of terrains can be. These islands always look amazing. But you get up close and dirty and you realise, you know what? Stinking mangrove swamp, bloody hot, and full of one hell of a lot of nasties.
It's time for me and the crew to leave.
See you in 4 weeks.
I won't be back until the end of the experiment. The men's home for the next month is a remote, uninhabited Pacific island that's 8 kilometers in circumference. I've ensured there's enough food and water here to keep them alive, but only if they have the ingenuity to find it, catch it, and kill it. The island has 5 beaches, but the interior is unforgiving. It's completely covered in thick jungle and mangrove swamp, which is exactly where I've dropped them off.
Cheers. Do we take your hand?
Do it. Nice one. What's your name?
Joe. Yeah.
I'm Matt.
Matt, nice to meet you, Matt.
Good to see you.
3 of the men are trained as cameramen, but they will be living under exactly the same conditions as everyone else. In their bags are just camera kit and medical supplies.
Stick it in the medical pack.
Beyond that, the men have no food, 1 day's water supply, and only a handful of tools.
We've got 3 machetes. We've got 2 knives, 1 smaller knife. So we've got 3 knives.
3 knives, 3 machetes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Fucking hell. Fuck me.
It's been an unexpected start. I've been fantasising for quite a long time now about a beautiful golden white sandy beach and the boat crunching softly up on the sand. What's actually happened is that we've landed in the middle of an alien movie.
Just have a look at the water. Look, see, I mean...
And it's coming up.
This is coming in so quick.
In this part of the Pacific, extreme tides mean these mangroves will soon be under 3 meters of water.
Yeah, mate, this tide is coming in quick. Right, we've got to get up there
We need to get away from here. So it's not the ideal place.
No, tide comes in where it's going to stop up there.
If we head up that way.
Whoa, hang on a minute. Whoa, hang on a minute. Let's discuss it. Let's discuss it.
All we want to do is just get out of here. That's all we're trying to do.
All right.
You want to go up and then I'll...
Yeah, so we can get ourselves up all right here.
Good point.
Watch your ankles, it's slippy. Come on, listen in, fellas.
Yeah.
Oh, listen in. You'll soon go over and you'll finish it with a bloody sprained ankle within an hour.
It's 4 hours till sundown. The men now have 2 pressing priorities.
Go on, I've got you. Get a foot on.
Lovely.
To look for a safe place to spend the night, and then find a source of drinkable water before their supply runs out.
You all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, can I pass the camera up to you?
Are you coming up?
You ready?
Yeah, I just don't want to slip.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Well done. What do you do for a living, Dean?
I'm a hairdresser. And look what I'm doing now.
Am I allowed to say that first 30 minutes was just fucking awful?
Where are you from originally?
Well, I'm from London. I was born there, but I grew up in Ghana and Zimbabwe.
What about you, Ryan? Where are you from?
I'm from Stockport, near Manchester. Lived there all my life.
Out of reach of the incoming tide, the men can catch their breath for the first time.
What do you do?
I train people how to use computers. I'm an IT guy.
Oh, yeah. Wow. I would never have got that.
Never have guessed that.
Hey?
Sam,
I'm a neurologist.
you're a neurologist.
What's that?
Brains. It's like brains.
Yeah?
What about you, Tony?
What do you do?
I was a police officer for 34 years. And I still do security work.
Wow.
So what does Ryan do?
Yeah, Ryan, what do you do, mate?
I work in a call centre at the moment. Customer service. Nothing glamorous, nothing special. Could you please just confirm to me the first line of the address and postcode? I'm not where I'd like to be at this point in time, and I feel like the chances to achieve things are running low. I'd like to think that I could achieve something that's a bit tough. The only other thing that I've done that is remotely like this is going camping with my friends, but that's just been one night on the park, getting drunk, having a party. Other than that, nothing. Whoa! That was a close one. Almost had my kneecap then. Day one.
Here we go.
To be honest, this could be not a bad place if we had to camp.
You know what, that's what I mean. This is not a bad place to start.
Thing is, there could be scorpions all around this area.
Business coach Chris is convinced that in the remaining 3 hours of daylight, the group should find a beach to camp on, away from the jungle critters.
It looks as if the island is almost like a U shape, and we came into the lagoon. For me, the best plan at the moment is to get back in the water and walk along the mangrove slopes.
No,
we stay in the middle.
I strongly object to that.
Why?
What my reasons are this. We don't know how deep that water is. We don't know what the floor of the water's like. We've no idea how far we're going to be wandering through 3 foot of water.
We don't know how idea we're going to be up here again.
We're one at a time. We've got to, you know.
If we had to, at a push, we could easily make camp here.
It'd be an all right place to stay if we had to. It's better than the mangrove swamp. There won't be any crocodiles up here.
Yeah.
We're away from mosquitoes a little bit.
Whoa, guys!
Oh, shit, look. It's a boa constrictor.
Big one. Get close, get the shot. They're fucking quick and they're pretty vicious. Just shows we're not alone.
Yeah. Great. How exciting, I've just seen that.
I just can't see myself being able to sleep here. I just stay awake all night. For all we know is there fields right there.
From what you've seen of the island so far, how many fields have you seen?
I think...
I don't want to sleep here either, but...
Yeah. I don't think I can cope. Really? No way. I'm not sleeping tonight, I already know that.
From here on in, you're totally on your own. 13 British men have been abandoned on a remote Pacific island with nothing but the clothes on their back and a few basic tools. They now have less than a day's supply of water left.
Oh, God.
The men are utterly alone, filming everything themselves.
Hey, yeah, good to meet you.
I want to find out what happens when you take away all the comforts of 21st century life.
Whoa. I think there's something primal and deep within us all that actually wants to know, can we still cut it? Sometimes it takes a little bit of squeezing, a little bit of pushing to find it in people.
Guys, Camp 1. Yeah!
Welcome to the jungle.
The men have chosen a clearing in the jungle to sleep in. But with the remaining daylight, they must find a source of drinking water, as their supply will be gone by tomorrow.
One option is to keep thrashing up through this way, but what we've got to consider there is that we could thrash for an hour, get to the top of a hill or something, and there's bugger all there, we haven't put any water, haven't done anything. So one plan would be some scouts go that way so the base stays here.
Just be careful, the plants here are alive and they will get you.
While one group, headed by retired policeman Tony, stay behind to prepare the camp for the night.
Don't forget, this is your bed tonight. The cleaner, the better.
See you later.
Call centre worker Ryan and the others head off to scout for water.
Ryan, left or right? Right or left? This way, that way?
This way.
Let's go then.
The island is 1 square kilometre of mangrove swamps and thick jungle. The men have no idea where to head to find water, and currently it's 30 degrees with almost 70% humidity.
I'm too hot and I want a drink.
In this sort of heat, when you're working really hard, you can use up about 1 litre of water an hour. That's how unforgiving it is. And you take your eye off the ball for a second, dehydration will get you. And the #1 priority for them is finding water. Without it, they'll last probably about 3 days.
Water!
What you found, Zaki?
Stagnant water. There's more over there. We found water, boys.
Salt.
No! That is salt water.
Fucking hell.
Cock.
Bit scared that the island is just like this all the way.
Really?
Yeah, that's what it feels like at the moment to me. I hope not. I'm hoping there's some sort of open space where we can look at the sky.
Yeah.
Well, here we go again. Flipping heck. Hungry, thirsty.
To be honest, guys, this almost looks like animal tracks, doesn't it?
This is a definite trail, isn't it?
Good trail.
Mate! It's the beach! It's the beach, guys. I can hear it right there. And you can see the water, the sun glinting off it. It's just beyond this prickly mass. Yeah!
Palm trees!
Woohoo! Oh, yeah!
Oh, thank God.
Plastic bottle.
Yes!
Yeah, baby!
Shazam!
Oh, my God, look at this.
Pelicans?
Wow, beautiful.
It's so beautiful compared to that mangrove swamp. It's just perfect, isn't it?
This is ridiculously wonderful. We can sleep tonight, knowing full well that we're going to come down here tomorrow for a dawn swim, and it's all going to be beautiful. Although I'm well tempted to just have a quick.
Well,
should we jump in?
I am tempted.
Let's have a go. Come on.
Away he goes!
In one afternoon, hell becomes paradise.
Suddenly from a dank, sweaty forest full of snakes and spiders and scorpions. It's amazing how happy simple things like just finding this is. Life may not be so bad here.
Sam's been stung on the face by a jellyfish.
Oh, shit.
They'll take the pain away. Go there, piss in your hand, rub it on your face. And then wash your face.
Can you see anything?
There are no things. You can't pull them off anyway. I mean, try not to touch it.
You can piss in your hand, rub it on your face, and it'll stop the pain.
Just feel right, it's like right on my top lip and across my nose.
33-year-old bachelor Sam Nightingale works in London as a neurologist.
You know, I'm the kind of person that sets myself a lot of challenges, you know. I'm not kind of satisfied with where I'm at. Once I've achieved something, I kind of want to set the next goal. You know, maybe that's something that makes me eternally a bit restless, but it's also something that makes me achieve lots of things, and it's kind of got me to where I am in life.
Actually, it actually really stings.
Just do that.
I'm not pissing on my face. Let's get
Do it.
You sure you don't want to piss on your own
I'll
face?
piss on your face for you if you want.
Will you?
Kip's preparing some now.
Right, you think we should start heading back to camp now before it gets dark?
It's a shame we haven't got enough time tonight to move down here, but I think it'd be silly.
The men have less than 7 hours of drinking water left. They urgently need to find a fresh source. At the jungle camp, Dean and Tony have cleared a spot to sleep for the night.
I was quite worried about doing this because I've only been out for a year. So, being from...
Did you say you came out a year ago?
Yeah.
Oh, that was going to be one of the questions I was going to ask you.
I came out a year ago.
Lovely.
Because I'm from a Romany Gypsy background.
Yeah.
It's harder for me to come out because everyone there is married by the time they're 17.
How are you accepted by them now?
Absolutely fine. Like my dad, I was most scared about telling my dad. So it's like, it is so nice. It's so nice to just be able to be myself and like know who I am.
That's awesome, mate. I'm so chuffed for you.
Sam, Rupert and Fletch continue to look for a drinking supply.
Whoa, watch your hand, mate. Ants, ants,
fucking
ants.
Ah, Jesus, bastards.
Oh, what we got here, guys?
What's that, water?
No! Yes! It's not the best colour.
It isn't, but it'll boil up. We can filter it, mate. That's,
Should we just make sure we see if it's fresh?
Yeah.
How deep's that?
It's about a foot deep.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's a lot of water. That's...
Oh, yeah, that'd...
keep us going for a week or two.
Boys, that's a great find.
So, rather than drinking it, I might just have a little bath in it. Wash my balls off.
I mean, it's our only water supply at the moment.
Yeah.
We should probably look after it a little more.
Yeah, we should have a balls out the drinking water rule.
Yeah.
Rule number 2.
If they want to drink this water, they'll need to boil it first. And that means they'll need to light a fire.
One of the problems with drinking stagnant water is that the animals also drink from it. They do more than that, though. They also shit in it. And where you get feces, you're also going to get waterborne parasites and all manner of different infections. So without fire, really for them, it's like a ticking clock, exposing them to dehydration.
Oh, my boys are home. Did you find anything?
Yeah, we did, mate.
What'd you find?
Some fresh water.
You found fresh water?
Yeah.
Thank fuck for that.
Yay, boys.
Their supply of drinking water is dwindling fast. They need to get a fire lit, and quickly.
Is that for the bow drill fire, Joe?
Yeah, just a bit of string that we just found just as we came in near the swamp. It's just about long enough.
23-year-old sheep farmer Joe plans to create fire using a technique that dates back to the 4th century BC. He'll spin 2 pieces of wood against each other using a bow. But like all the men, he's only had a day's survival training.
To you first.
Okay.
We'll do it ever so slowly.
Ready.
Oh, yeah, shitter. Fucking thing.
Tell you what, I'm starting to get my first hunger pangs.
You're joking?
I'm just very, very vaguely, just little knocking in the distance. Little hunger pang. Which is only going to get bigger.
That's... Come on, spin. Fucking thing. Everyone else wet? Tom?
Yeah, wet through.
Yeah. I need to explain something to everybody.
Go on.
Have webbed feet. Hoofed feet. Worse. Worse. I'm just trying to think of a way to explain it. Explain myself. I've got a tattoo that it looks really bad. It was a mistake getting it. It doesn't mean what it looks like. Everybody knows what it looks like. You don't even have to say it out loud. It means peace, love and unity. I was just interested in that sort of subject, but basically... Swastika? Yeah.
Oh, fuck it.
But I'm so embarrassed of it now. I regret it.
Come on, don't worry about it.
You want to see it?
Yeah, go on then.
There it is. That's what it is. It was stupid, but, you know, I was young. It's just one of them things.
Has anybody found any nuts anywhere?
Not apart from you, mate.
Oh, shit, it is this fucking string.
Not even smoke yet. Looks like it might be a dark night tonight.
At night, under the forest canopy, it's now completely dark. And the only way to film is using infrared lights.
Shit, drill.
After 3 hours of failure, the push to get the fire lit has now become an urgent group effort.
Okay, let's start speeding her up a little bit.
There we go. That's good.
There we go. Oh, shit house.
For me, the big concern is everyone's hydration. Potential for people to get really sick if they're not drinking enough. And we're so overexcited about being here, and you could so quickly get dangerously dehydrated. So I think the main priority now that we've found water, is getting the fire going and getting a system of getting water boiled and filtered and drinkable, because that's absolutely critical.
Okay, let's stop there, Fletch. Stop there. Stop there. I am in the pitch black. I am genuinely so scared. Oh, Grandpa, he's gone to sleep. Oh, is he? He's snoring.
Is he? How do you manage that in this weather?
I don't know.
This is the last chance. If we don't get fire, we go to bed.
Okay, guys, here we go.
We have failed at making a fire. I really thought, I thought we'd be able to do it, and I don't know. I feel pissed off. Feel really pissed off.
Hopefully nothing's going to crawl on me in the night, but I'm going to try and not think about it. Try and get some shut-eye.
Have a day off, we are fucked, man.
Absolutely shattered, to be honest, yeah.
The men only have a few hours of water left. If they can't light a fire in the morning, their time on the island will be over.
What is that on my leg?
I am cacking myself.
Oh, fucking hell.
I've never slept on a floor like that before. It weren't nice. It really weren't nice.
Dawn, the men's first morning on the island.
No, that wasn't good. I got an hour towards the end, but yeah, just couldn't sleep. It was just so uncomfortable.
So that isn't a very good pillow. didn't quite get it. I tried to turn it on his edge for a while, but it didn't really do it either. I had a man sandwich. It was really nice. I was the Frankfurt and I had 2 rolls.
Yesterday they found a stagnant pool of water, but without fire, they can't purify it.
This is all we've got left for our drinkable water for today.
The risk of dehydration is now critical.
Let's have a bit of a meeting.
But I mean, I think everyone agrees our priority is getting a fire because that leads to everything else. Water, food, you name it, so.
I think we just really sort of break it down to real basics here. I think we've got to get stockpile water, we've got to filter it, and we get a fire. If we can get that happening today, because if we don't sort those 3 things out, filtering, water and fire, then we're looking in, we'll be in trouble. And today's going to go quick.
Turn off the infrared. There we go.
The men head to the beach to search for dry wood to make fire. On the way, Joe hunts everywhere for the perfect fire-making timber.
It's just wet. It's too wet. It's too wet. It's too wet, Dan.
Yeah.
Fuck.
At home in the Peak District, Joe works on his family's farm.
I know it sounds a bit extreme, but I think I'd bring back national service, because I think that young people should learn what our grandfathers used to do, and people learn a lot more about respect and things like that. There's a lot of respect missing with some youth people of today. If we get fire, that's it. We can move on. We can food, purify water. So it all comes back to fire. So yeah, there's a bit of pressure on today.
This is going to be the first time some of the guys have seen the sky since we got here. Oh man, this is a drink. The world! Welcome to paradise. Oh my god! Whoa! This is mate, this is bollocks.
Oh, look at this.
It's just like loads of containers. This is just a council tip, basically.
The amount of rubbish that is washed up on this beach is horrendous, really. But I suppose for us, it's a blessing.
Mate, that's a find.
That's perfect.
How many to find a hammock?
Yeah.
One thing that staggers me with these desert islands, however remote they are, is just the amount of trash you get washed up on the beaches. But for these guys, they really need to embrace the fact that one man's trash is another man's treasure.
The men are on the island with only the bare minimum. This debris, discarded by ships and washed up on the beach, could be a lifeline for their survival.
Can I just take the opportunity to introduce you to the 14th member of us? He's our survivor. Give a big round of applause for Percy the pig.
After a night in the sweaty jungle, the beach is an ideal place to cool off.
Yo, look at that. That's the money shot. The money shot's right there. Tony, the pride of Yorkshire.
Thanks, Flex.
The men may be enjoying the seawater, but the supply of drinking water has now finished.
So I've just been for a wee, first one in a long time, and I saved a little bit to share with you. You lucky things. So, not a healthy looking colour, I'm sure you'll agree.
I think we've got an injury here.
IT trainer Mike Fletcher is in trouble.
Come up to the camp. Yeah. OK. Look out if you've been poisoned or not.
Yeah, I don't know either, mate.
Come up, I think the best
This area of the Pacific is notorious for deadly stonefish. With skin-piercing spines, it's the most poisonous fish in the world.
It's more than just a rock, do you think?
It shouldn't hurt that much, should it?
OK.
Ah, bollocks. It really hurts me more than it should.
Sit down, sit down. We don't know whether Fletcher stood on like a fish.
Oh, really?
Or whether it's a graze on a rock.
Leakage engineer Craig is also a part-time St John's ambulanceman.
Can't see anything inside there. That's just fresh blood coming out of it. So I don't think you've... I think it's just a rock.
With a puncture wound, you normally just get 1 point. Yeah. But this is quite spread across. Cool.
I think you might live to tell the tale anyway.
I'm guessing I'm not going to die.
That's my prognosis.
Yeah.
It's very tricky. It lulls you into a false sense of security, this beach. I think when you're in the jungle and all the mangroves, you're sort of, you know you've got to crack on, but you hit the beach, and of course we're so used to hitting beaches and just relaxing. But actually, if we don't get fire today, people will start to ask the question, can we ever get it going, you know?
Joe and Dan have found some driftwood, and the desperate quest for fire continues.
Right, let's just start, and that's it. Start it like that.
Fucking hell, this rock's good.
Is it?
Yeah.
What, compared to last night?
Yeah.
Okay,
oh.
Keep going, keep going.
Getting tinder, got some in there.
Through friction, they need to heat the tip of the wood to create a smouldering ember.
What's that?
Hold it. Put it away slowly. No, there's no ember. No.
Motherfucker.
Fuck.
It's very hot.
It's very hot, isn't it?
So it's out of the sunshine now.
Would you say it's stifling, Tony?
Sorry?
Would you say it's stifling?
I've never known it like it. The thing is this, yes, I've been as hot as this,
yeah.
but this is constantly hot.
Yeah, it doesn't let up.
It doesn't let up.
Here we go.
The drier, harder wood should give them a better chance of starting the fire.
Start nice, that's it. Let's just get her going up and down. That's it, like that.
In the midday sun, the temperature is now hitting 35 degrees.
That's it. Ah, start.
I've got a stinking headache.
Have you?
God, I'm hot.
What's that?
I said, God, I'm hot. Energy levels are flagging.
Are they?
I'm very hot.
Are you finding your concentration a little bit wavers? Mine wanders a little bit.
I think my concentration will be a bit more focused when I'm happy that there's an unlimited supply of water.
Yeah.
This temperature, we need water quickly. We've found the fresh water. It's a stagnant pool. We need to boil it. It's a little bit desperate now.
They have been trying to get an ember for 8 hours.
Nice and long.
Oh,
no. Just put away. Whoa. Right, we've got one. We're in. Okay, just stay there, Joe. Just stay there, Joe. Stay there. Okay, right. Now let's get some of this together. Okay, guys. Okay, just drop her in sideways. Slowly, really gentle. Just get something, just get the knife and just slowly drop her on. There we go. Yep, she's on. Motherfucker. It just didn't take.
I need to sit down, man. I'm struggling a bit right now.
Yeah, it's
I am, not gonna lie, I am. I'm too hot and I want a drink.
Yeah.
The lack of water is having an unusual effect on Rupert.
I think you're definitely dehydrated.
Seriously, my piss was the colour of Guinness.
Yeah.
Which is not good.
It was not good.
And I've just pissed out so much liquid just walking up there. So it's getting serious a little bit, so we need to...
It is. We need to sort of up the ante a little bit. This is 24 hours in. Right now, getting this fire going is just crucial. And if it doesn't happen today, then I think we're really going to start getting into trouble. I am concerned now. I really think we need to pull our finger out.
Finding the heat unbearable at the moment. It's the first proper midday we've been on the island where we experienced the heat without any water.
Halfway through the men's second day on the island, and it's over 30 degrees in the shade.
Come on, lads. Stick on the front.
Yeah, that's it. Stay. Bastard.
For the past 12 hours, Joe, Dan and Fletch have been struggling to light a fire.
This is it, boys. I can feel it. Big long strikes to you. Big long strikes.
The drinking supply they arrived with has now gone. They urgently need to boil the stagnant water they've found to make it safe to drink.
Fuck.
Dehydration is taking its toll on 70-year-old Tony.
My mouth is very dry now. My mum, Agnes, 91 years of age. I'm 6,000 miles away from you, Mum.
Doing well, mate.
And I'm missing you.
Yeah. Fuck. Husk's just not taking. It all went there. That should have gone.
Joe and Dan are trying to produce a smouldering ember using friction, but everything has to be just right.
We realise now that the drill has to be the same width all the way down. The stone's got to have the hole in exactly the right place. Yeah. The heart's got to be dead flat and very, very close to the little V. So it's like each one of those things has stitched us up.
A lot of ducks to get in a line.
Yeah, along the way. This is it. Okay, long, big old long.
If they fail to get a fire lit today, they will have no choice. They will have to leave the island.
This kind of has to work, because this is, without this, no water.
Okay, stop there.
Fingers crossed, everyone. Fingers crossed.
Okay, go on then. Drop her on. Gently, like a butterfly. gorgeous! This is it! This is it, guys!
Oh, yes! That's the best moment of day 2.
Oh my god!
Wow, we got fire.
Oh my god! How's it looking, Fletch?
The most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Oh my god, look at him!
Well done, Dan.
Well done, mate.
Well done.
Well done, mate. Nice one, nice one. Well done, well done.
That's how we go.
That needed to happen today, and I've been getting headaches this afternoon just from dehydration. The team needed water.
Well done, man. Well done, lads.
Well done, boys. The pool of life. I certainly had kind of visions before we came of at least some kind of running water and some little pool where we could wash clothes and ourselves in fresh water. As long as like no animal comes and dies in it, it should stay reasonably safe. Not quite heavy, Anne.
This is the first go at boiling the dirty water. The fact that it forms a head isn't very reassuring.
No.
Rupert and Sam are using the tins found washed up on the beach to boil and sterilise the water.
That's it. Done.
That's kind of got to be at least 1.5 litres in there, maybe 2. Yeah, it's only like 39 tins we have to boil in one day.
Seriously? 39 tins a day?
It's a lot of tins every day. Ah, she's up. Rolling boil. Look at that.
We've got a rolling boil?
Yeah, there's a lovely pot of hot water with scum all over the top of it, and we can drink it. It's brilliant.
Smells like a fire, a metal fire.
Yeah. Go on then.
There's probably a bit of rust in there, but...
Mate, get it down.
Do it, mate. You look the part with the charcoal on your face.
Yeah, a bit like tin.
Oh, do you know what?
Yeah,
fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
It does the job, right?
Gentlemen, we have water. What do you reckon, Stevie?
You know what we need, Nick? It's not bad.
It's all right.
It's Nick.
It's just,
That's not bad at all.
It's kind of like the weakest cup of tea you've ever had in your life. Tony, brought you a brew. It's a desert island version of Yorkshire tea. Please enjoy.
Smells good. Looks good. You're good health, gentlemen.
Happy?
It's bloody delicious.
This is some of the finished product. Looks like piss. Tastes a lot worse. Mind keeps wandering. I keep on thinking about bottles of ice cold water or can of cola, ice cold, straight out of the fridge. Oh. And all I got to drink is this bloody warm, worse than piss water.
It may not taste great, but the men now have a reliable source of water. Their next problem is where their first meal comes from.
I'm properly hungry.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a knot right there.
I just want something to eat. I'm starving.
We've been talking about water all morning, and in 10 minutes the conversation's just switched.
When you're deprived of food, it literally becomes all-consuming. It's all you think about. It's all that motivates and drives you. I need something. These guys have got 13 mouths to feed. They've got to be resourceful.
Oh, hello.
What is it?
Ooh, scorpion.
In the fire,
Get
that's
it.
silly.
There he is.
There he is. Got him. I've got him. He's got small claws, guys. He's one of the bad ones.
He's aggressive.
He's aggressive.
Jesus. Don't kill it if you're not going to eat it.
Yeah.
Of course I'm going to eat it.
Mate, I'm starving.
Okay.
There's the stinger off. Okay. Let's kill him because I feel bad.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, God, I can see its guts inside. That's not going to be tasty, guys.
Come on, man, you're making us wait. Come on. We want to see you eat it.
Okay, guys.
Come on.
Good.
No, just down in one. Blow it and then just
get rid of the legs.
Just protein in the legs. You said you were hungry. Yes! That's man food! Man food! Yes! Yes! Oh, mate! How does that taste?
Oh, it's food!
I'm proud of you, Sam. That was amazing.
The other thing that hunger does is saps your morale. You know, it's easy to be positive and upbeat and enthusiastic and energetic when you've got lots of energy, but when you're experiencing failures, it becomes a kind of spiralling downward circle of lack of food, lack of morale, lack of energy.
We're finding little bits, but what we could do with it is a good hearty meal. We need something of some substance.
I think I'm hallucinating. I'm so hungry.
Really? We're 13 strapping blokes, so we're going to need a feed, and at the moment, wondering where that's going to come from.
Next time on the island,
I've never been so hungry in my whole life.
the fight for food begins.
We're all losing weight, people are on the edge. The fucking pelicans seem to be eating more than I do.
Chuck it!
Fuck! Busters!
Holy shit, the bed, man. That's a big one. Come on, fucking nature, give us some food.
Just pass me a coconut shit.
Get him! I got him right between his eyes, but it broke the spear.
I have no idea where the next meal's coming from.
If I'd have known...
This is absolutely fucking nuts.
...that it was going to be like this...
You got him, you got him, mate.
I'm not too sure I'd have applied to come.